Speaker.
Ura Flavel.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to this particular bill, the local government borrowing bill. I don't intend to take too much time other than to make one or two salient points. As other members have said, the purpose of the bill is to make borrowing cheaper for local councils, and to cut to the chase, we're going to do it in two ways. One, by establishing the New Zealand Local Government Funding Agency, an umbrella organisation, if you like, for the purposes of borrowing money from local councils. And of course, as Sue Keatley mentioned, the whole notion of bringing councils together is a good idea, but there are some risks. Multiple councils using their debt collectively will hopefully lower the costs of borrowing. In essence, a collective approach to investment makes good sense. The Federation, I was interested that the Federation of Māori Authorities particularly supported this concept, sir, of local government borrowing, of a local government borrowing authority, as they believe that it will reduce overall cost to councils by going collectively through the new borrowing authority. So that's good. The second part that will be achieved through this bill is exempting Auckland City Council from a clause in the Local Government Act 2002, which stipulates that local government can only borrow in New Zealand currency, again alluded to by Sue Keatley. This clause has acted as a deterrent to overseas borrowing. As I understand it, the reason for this exemption is because of the size of Auckland City and the inability of the domestic market to loan enough money at a reasonable price. That is, there's no competition in the domestic market for lending because of the size of the council. It probably couldn't be a better day to be talking about and thinking about massive demand of resources in Auckland City Council. Earlier today, Mr Speaker, you would have heard the debate with respect to, I suppose, Auckland City's Accountability and Performance Committee, and in particular about their report that's going to be that will be issuing the release of their report to address the aftermath of the Friday evening's chaos at the opening of the Rugby World Cup, specifically the crowd chaos and transport failures. Clearly, while the council failed to deliver on travel expectations, the ferries were closed down and the trains were stalled. They didn't really plan for the appropriate numbers, preparing for, I think it was about 50,000, while 200,000 turned up, and so on and so on. I think it's important that we cannot leave our councils in situations where planning and performance is clearly insufficient to meet the needs of the people. But there is one issue that I did want to place in front of the House, Mr Speaker, and it should be of no surprise, but it is about the whole question of local authorities taking on board a commitment to increasing Māori representation. The concept of dedicated Māori representation at a local government level is similar to the way used by Environment Bay of Plenty and their three Māori constituencies. Māori constituencies at a local level will enable greater enhanced opportunities for local authority candidates to engage with Māori. So this is important because we all know that Māori have traditionally had low voter turnouts at local body elections. By way of some background, research conducted by two people, Christine Shaney and Veronica Tawhai, demonstrated, sir, that Māori feel a greater sense of connection with local government if they are able to recognise their elected representatives based on their community activities and interaction at grassroots levels. Dedicated Māori representation has the potential to improve voter enrolments, we say, and therefore democratic accountability and engagement. Mr Speaker, just standing to, as I say briefly, to support this bill, we're hoping for a marked improvement in local government patterns of spending, which will result in better services. And of course, the one key thing that I hope I'll leave as a part of a key point in this particular debate is more effective representation for Māori at that level. Kia ora tātou.